What's up, everybody? VK here. So, Heidi sent us a really important track, a really special track for, especially specifically today. It's Charlie Kirk's birthday and National Remembrance of Charlie Kirk Day officially. Heidi, thank you for sending this. This has been a heavy thing on my mind ever since it happened, and everybody else's as well. You said that there is a letter in the description of this that I might want to read to the channel. So we're going to do that here. It's this letter. This says, "Dear Erica, your beautiful children, extended family, and people of America, from down under Australia, many hearts were breaking for you. This is for you, Australia's heartfelt tribute to Charlie Kirk. Though oceans apart, we mourn together with you, your family, and people of America at the devastating loss of a faithful servant of God. Charlie's passing was tragic and deeply saddening, a great loss not only to America, but around the world. Millions inspired by his voice, his courage, and his unshakable mission. Charlie was the very definition of courage for God's glory. His life was spent boldly proclaiming truth and pointing people toward Christ. While Charlie's death is horrific and difficult to accept, his legacy lives on, not only in what he achieved during his time on earth, but also in what God will now stir through his memory. From this loss, we are seeing a revival, a spiritual awakening, and a turning back to God. Charlie, our friend, you've done your job. Rest now in God's embrace. We will miss you, Charlie, but we will never forget you. And Erica, you and your family are in hearts and prayers of millions of people around the world. Down under, lifted up is our way of saying thank you, Charlie. It's Australia's tribute to Charlie Kirk." Beautifully written. Beautiful right there. Now we gotta get ourselves pulled up here. 1 second. There we go. All right. We're going to listen to this. I'm probably not going to break down the lyrics. I really just want to take it in. And I want to allow this to be a tribute. And I will speak on some things at the end of this video as well. This is Down Under, Lifted Up, Australia's tribute to Charlie Kirk. Rest in peace to our brother Charlie. Let's listen to this.
The news fell quiet across our skies. A nation stopped with tear-filled eyes. A father's arms, a husband's care, a faithful heart beyond compare. The ocean stretched so far and wide, but grief has crossed the great divide. From southern shores we bow our heads to honor all the life you led. Your voice of courage lit the way. Your faith in God will never fade. And though this world feels colder now, your light still guides us here and now. Down under, lifted up, through tears and prayers, through grief and love, to your homeland we send our song. With heaven's choir you now belong. Charlie, your fire will never fade. Your mission lives in the lives you've made. From southern skies the world can see your faith and courage live in me. A leader's voice, a mentor's hand, you showed us all where truth should stand. We see the clip of your little girl's smile, running to you if just for a while. You taught the world to hope, to fight for family, faith, and what is right. And from this distant, rugged land we lift your name with open hands. Your legacy will never die. Your light still burns across the sky.
We gotta bring that back real quick. Romans 8:28, And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose. Beautiful. I love that that was included in here.
Legacy will never die. Your light still burns across the sky. And in our hearts we hear your call to stand for truth, to give our all.
And we are too.
Down under, lifted up, through tears and prayers, through grief and love, to your homeland we send our song. With heaven's choir you now belong. Charlie, your fire will never fade. Your mission lives in the lives you've made. From southern skies the world can see your faith and courage live in me.
Yes. This is very nice.
Now heaven's gates have opened wide and welcomed you to Jesus' side. But here on earth we'll fight the fight. We'll carry on your love and light. And though you're gone, your voice remains. We'll lift you high in Jesus' name. Down under, lifted up, with love and pride, we'll never stop. Your work goes on, your song will play, your vision guides us every day. Charlie, your fire will never fade. Your mission lives in the lives you've made. From southern skies to heaven's throne, we'll stand united, you're not alone.
Beautiful. Wow, that was fantastic. That was very beautiful. That's a good album. Good for driving in a car. Y'all should check that out. It's happy music. Man, what a tribute here. This was fantastically done. Fruits of the Spirit, Australia. Down Under, Lifted Up. Tribute to Charlie Kirk. Very beautifully done. Sad that it had to be made in the first place, but very beautifully done. Listen, this whole thing has made me think a lot, and I've taken some time to myself to really process how I feel about the world and what's been going on with it lately. That's why you guys haven't seen too much of me on here recently. I've been really processing things and figuring out what it is that I would like to say to the world coming off of something like this. It's very traumatic for a lot of people that saw it, whether through a screen or people that were there and witnessed it in front of them. It's traumatic either way. It's not something that we're meant to engage with the way that it was thrown on people. I mean, I saw countless comments saying that before they realized what they were watching, they had already seen it and that it affected them greatly, and that's very understandable. And my sympathy goes out to everybody that saw this, because it's not something that we're meant to watch, especially over and over the way that people were doing terrible things, making jokes and memes and all of this messed up stuff. We're living in a crazy, hateful world. I think the biggest thing that we need to work on is trying to understand each other outside of our own beliefs and what we personally think I think that there's a lot of hatred and a lot of pettiness and a lot of divisiveness that happens between the general public with each other when it comes to political beliefs, when it comes to world issues and social issues. We are in the middle of the start of working on a peace agreement in the Middle East, Israel and Palestine. They just released some hostages and prisoners from both sides. It's a really touchy thing. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow or next week when it comes to issues like this, but I think we've worked on taking a step in the right direction, and I think that if everybody can remain positive and everybody can stop hating each other for everything so much, we might have a better chance of peaceful things coming about and actually sticking. Because the energy that we function on as a collective greatly affects the way that the outer happens. That's a spiritual thing. You got to dive deep. You'll start to really notice that perspective and the way that collective perspective can impact the actual environment. I think if we can all kind of raise ourselves up and vibrate on less divisive terms, we might be able to get the entire world to function on more of that level as well. This is heavy, man. It's a lot to take in still, even though it's been quite a while since it happened now, but it's still a lot to take in. This was a beautifully done tribute right here, and I'm very happy to have Australia as part of the channel. You guys built this channel with me, you Australians, my Aussie friends. I love you guys, and you've really supported me, and you've really shown me that life can get better if you work on yourself. And I've tried to spread those vibes as much as possible to everybody on here when we make videos as well. As somebody who survived a really horrendous addiction, I have a great appreciation for life because I was afforded another chance through very, very deadly circumstances that I was going through myself. And when I see the lack of value that some people place on human life when something like this happens, it's something that I struggle to come to terms with. It leaves me in disbelief because I have a great appreciation for life due to my own experience with things, and I just couldn't imagine having the perspective that some of the more warped folks had when it came to this situation. It blows my mind. But we can work on that, and we can all do better. I've had moments in my life where I was petty and I was divisive, and it's something that you got to work through, and you got to be a better person. You can't give up on trying to be that better person. You have to find faith, man. You have to really reach inside of yourself and find the God and Christ energy that lives inside of your heart. And that's what God and Christ want, is for you to find that so that you can know them. And it takes a lot of work. I struggled with it my whole addiction, and after I quit drinking, maybe 6 months, between 6 to 12 months, I went through this phase, and it was when I first got back on here and started making videos as well. A bunch of you showed up, and you really awoke me through the content that we were doing. You really helped me to start recognizing that type of energy around me with the way that y'all spoke. And then once I really dove into it and started getting deeper with my own thoughts, it also started affecting y'all and helping y'all to have better faith And I never thought that I would be able to do that because I was stuck inside of the darkness so long with addiction and everything. You know, it's like when I came out on the other side of it, I realized how powerful faith really is. And I would encourage anyone, if you don't have a bond with God or you don't have a bond with Christ, find that for yourself. Find it inside of yourself. You don't have to go find it through anybody else. You don't have to go find it through a giant congregation or building. If that's your thing, by all means, I'm not saying not to do that, but I'm saying that you have to find it inside of yourself at the end of the day, because that's where it truly lives, and that's where you'll truly build a relationship personally with Christ and with God. So if that's something you struggle with, I'm going to pray that you find your faith and that you're able to work on being happier and seeing the more beautiful way that we can approach life, and we can work towards being better towards each other and having a more peaceful world. I know I just said a lot there. That was all off the cuff. I didn't plan anything I was going to say in this, so hopefully it all made sense for you. This just really has affected me a lot, and I'm grateful that Australia stands with us and that we got this tribute. Heidi, I'm grateful for everything you've done on this channel. You've been a great encourager of me, and you've really helped build up my confidence and helped me to settle into trying to be a voice for the betterment of the world. And it's been very difficult for me at times because of the life that I've lived, but you guys on here really helped to keep me pushing towards that no matter what was going on around me. So thank you very much. It's really an honor to be up here doing this with you guys, and it's a shame that we lost Charlie Kirk, but now we all have to stand up as the voice that continues to push for the betterment of what's happening in this world. And I think we're already taking steps towards that, and people are awakening spiritually and finding faith on a massive scale right now. It's wonderful to see. The situation is terrible, but what everybody's doing right now, it's a wonderful thing to see, and I'm very proud of everybody. I love you guys. We're going to get out of here. Thank you for everything. I'm Vakasa Kavi. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. I love you guys. Y'all have a blessed one. Peace.